Hello everyone, my name's Michelle. I'm an anti-bullying campaigner from South Yorkshire. I spoke to you all on YouTube the other day about my anti-bullying campaign, and I appealed for those who use violence against others to stop taking the lives of others, because one day they may be the one who loses their life if we don't stop this culture in Britain today. I believe violence in schools is where it starts. Children don't leave school and then just become violent. It's endemic in them by the time they leave the schools. And I believe that's because we're not tackling bullying and violence against victims in our schools as we should be doing. Now, earlier this year I was asked by a government department to get legal proof of my claims. I have children supporting my anti-bullying campaign who are prosecuted on truancy charges, parents on aggravated truancy charges who face jail. Some of these are professional people suspended from their jobs because they're committing a crime against their own child, keeping them out of school. These children have a history of self-harm and suicide due to bullying. To me, I'd like the government to stop the prosecution of such children. I'd like truancy to be thoroughly investigated, and where medical proof is there, where a child is even having to see a doctor because of their bullied ordeal, then these children shouldn't be prosecuted for truancy. This isn't a mental illness children have, even though anxiety is often described as that. This anxiety illness is bred from fear of what they have to live through on a daily basis. And I don't believe any adult would tolerate the same as many children are in schools right now. Anxiety illness has horrific symptoms, and when children are diagnosed, it can range from abdominal pain, headaches, swellings of the muscles, to the more severe, paralysis, blindness, and I could go on. I want to see the end of self-harm and suicidal children. I find it disgraceful in this country that we have so many children referred to the medical profession and to psychiatry, and then have mental illness on their cards for life because they're relentlessly attacked in our schools. Bullying takes many forms, and whatever form it takes, it damages the victim. Many times they're actually given medication. We're seeing children medicated, prescribed drugs to get them in the school gates. Well, I think this needs to stop, and I'd like the government to have a big drive on this. I'd like to appeal actually to our world of celebrity here. And the reason I want to do that is because I think we need a major fundraising event in this country to put right the damaged young lives that's taking place as a result of what's happening in schools, and as a result it spills onto the streets. The children that go on to kill and maim others is children learning from an early age to kill other children, and this is the aim of my campaign, is to see an end to it. I was promised a government meeting in January if I proved that legally the restrictions made on legal aid by this government have resulted in law firms turning their back on education cases. I was told also that a minister refuses a meeting with me because the issues I raise are just confined to South Yorkshire. I proved that not to be the case by getting a Westminster lawyer to give me that evidence. When I did that, I was now denied the meeting I was promised. I would like to say restore legal aid, bring back justice for the law-abiding children that go into school every day and are attacked. Schools are autonomous bodies that run themselves and answerable to no higher authority legally. I want to see an end to children getting letters stating the consequences of what will happen if they continue to speak out. It's very difficult for a bullied child and their family to speak out because authorities tend to want to shut up and silence the victim rather than deal with the bully. I want to see an end to that. I'm calling on the government to restore legal aid and protect these law-abiding children. A criminal chooses to do wrong. A bully chooses to bully. A victim has no luxury of such choice. And I would like to say to our celebrities, we need a major fundraising event. We need a hero for the children in this country to come forward. Let's pull people together. Celebrities can do that because all kids, whether it's a sporting hero, a music hero, a favourite actor or film, everybody has someone that they aspire to be or look up to, whether they're a victim or a bully. And what I'd like to do is, if we could get something in this country, a major fundraising event and a campaign, turn your back on bullying and violence, bring children together and show them there's a life out there with their name on it. They have a right to go and claim it. What they don't have is a right to take the life of anyone else. And I'd like to appeal to everybody today who may see this video, help the Silent Voice campaign. Please, could you post a comment or subscribe and share this video with your friends? And if you agree with that children who are law-abiding by going to school, who are being prosecuted as criminals on charges of aggravated truancy when they're self-harming suicidal children, should have protection in British law, should have protection from the violent attacks that take place outside the school gates, like curbing when a victim's head is placed over the curb and the neck is stamped on. This is an attempt by children to kill another child. Also the happy slapping and videos of sick videos and injuries to the victim. Let's put an end to this violence and this evil in our society before it overtakes our country, before it's too late for change, and have a major fundraising event and start putting right the damage to young children. Last year Big Brother had a programme and it highlighted bullying issues. Why don't we do something like that and show people who have been damaged by such issues being put right? Let's put the bullies right, let's put them on courses. Let's, instead of having programmes that just make some freak show of someone, start doing some good in society. If there's anyone out there who agrees with what I say, please, I'd like to hear from you. Thank you so much for listening to this video today. Goodbye.